On the night of October 23rd, 2077...
That's how it goes. And you don't need to watch all that shit. Basically, a bunch of scientists live on as robots in this secluded valley performing mad science. It ain't that deep. To be honest, the only relevant thing from the presentation I genuinely care to show you is this voice line. And you've heard the whole trailer. But here's the predicament. The think tank, the collective geniuses of mankind, have left me heartless, brainless, and spineless. Not just do I now have to deal with the lasting trauma of non-consensual cyborgification, they also managed to let Dr. Mobius, a mad, evil scientist, steal my brain. I somehow don't need it to play the game, which is actually canon for my experience with New Vegas.
Vale.
With science, yes. It is our only chance, a desperate plan that came to us after Mobius's first broadcast.
Let me just say, man, I fucking love the dialogue in this game.
We are still calculating how it would work if it succeeded. That is our part of the plan.
And I love this DLC. It's so straightforward with the player. You're not confused about where to go or what to do. Even though Dr. Klein isn't generally prone to trust lobotomites, he still tasks me to go recover my own brain. Okay. I was gonna do that anyways. Then immediately deplete 30 bullets to kill a single enemy and begin to ponder whether the level suggestion was there for a reason. I wouldn't have long to dwell on it though, as I found myself swarmed with lobotomites. Not my kind, the ones without a sentience chip installed. My only line of defense is abusing the AI pathing, but alas, not every strategy is perfect. My hands were sweating. I felt very pressured, and I have to admit, the rocket launcher at point-blank range was a real gamble. A real 50-50. The great thing about Fallout combat is that the reward is most often proportional to the difficulty. If a level 12 player manages to purge a small army of level 15 lobotomites, he righteously earned his proton axe. What made that acquirement so much more rewarding is that later down the line, I would find myself torn to pieces by the aforementioned Robo-Scorpion army. I think I spent about an hour perfecting my auto-spacing because landing a hit with a proton axe disables robots, rendering the Scorpions unable to use their ranged attack. If executed perfectly, you can take on up to 3 Scorpions at a time without taking damage. It is quite fucking astounding how many times I forgot that Robo-Scorpions blow up after you destroy them. Far too many times have I been crippled when attempting to loot them. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. What happened after I slayeth the lobotomites? I wasn't crisp. My method wasn't streamlined. I wasn't effective. We weren't getting shit done. So it was at this point I began to really use the X8 testing facility. When presented with the moral dilemma of whether or not to take one for the team and do what's necessary for science. If you want radical results and you want them fast, you need to be able to take radical action.
Chronological storytelling.